My younger brother mocked my wife's old phone, so I secretly bought her the newest one. His reaction at dinner was completely unexpected. My younger brother laughed when he saw my wife's phone. He looked at the cracked screen and said, "Seriously? She still uses that thing?" My wife just smiled and said, "It still works." But I noticed the way she quietly put the phone back in her purse. She'd been using that phone for almost 5 years. She never asked me for a new one because she knew we'd been saving money for our house. My brother, meanwhile, had just bought himself the newest phone. He spent almost $1,200 on it. A few days later, my wife mentioned that her phone battery was getting worse. She said she might need to replace it soon. I told her, "Don't worry, I've got it." She laughed. "You're supposed to be saving for the house." I am. But I had another plan. I secretly saved every extra dollar I could for 2 months. Then, on her birthday, I handed her a small box. She opened it and froze. Inside was the newest phone, the same model my brother had been bragging about. My wife looked at me and said, "You didn't." I smiled. "You deserve it." She hugged me so hard, I almost dropped the box. A week later, we went to my parents' house for dinner. My brother saw the phone immediately. He stared at it, then he looked at me. "You bought her that?" I said, "Yeah." He laughed. "Man, you really don't know how to manage money." My wife looked uncomfortable. I didn't argue. I just smiled. Then my brother pulled out his own phone and said, "Mine's still better though." Everyone laughed. I said nothing, until he noticed the new case on my wife's phone. He asked, "What's that?" She smiled and said, "My husband got it custom made." My brother took the phone for a second. Then his face changed, because printed inside the case was a photo of my wife and me from the day we bought our first house, and underneath it were 4 words, "Worth every single penny." My brother handed it back without saying anything. My wife smiled at me, and honestly, I'd rather spend money making the woman I love happy than spend $1 trying to impress my brother.